CCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. It is a Thursday morning. The school year finally ended for a lot of our Indiana County school districts, but ended might not be the word for it. Let's talk this morning to Indiana Area School District Superintendent Michael Vuckovich. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. It's so good, isn't it, to breathe a little bit, to relax, take a big, deep breath?
I can't tell you, Todd. It feels great. We got through it. Think about it. Let's take a minute to put things in perspective. We didn't think we were going to have a school year. Then, if you would have told me at the beginning of the year when this pandemic started that we'd be able to get 95% of our extracurricular activities, I think we canceled one.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole entire year in the middle of a global pandemic, I thought you would be lying. Then when you asked me, hey, would we be able to have prom and graduation in person? I thought you'd also be lying. So the fact that we were able to get this done and get it done for our kids is a testament of the work not only by the school board administration, but also our parents, everyone working together to get it done and do what's best. Whether or not we agree with the politics or whether or not we agree with the rules or expectations, we just all had to sit down and surrender to them and get it done for the best of kids. And that's what makes this community great. And we did that. So I'm proud of it.
You had to be adaptable because the changes came fast, didn't they?
They did. Sometimes they felt like they were minute by minute, and we had to be flexible, right? We developed a plan that based on two things, flexibility and compassion, right? Doing the best we could for kids during the middle of this pandemic and also being flexible enough to be able to change at a moment's notice. And we've done that. And our parents deserve a lot of credit. I remember when East Pike had to close because we had that outbreak for a couple of days. Within 15 minutes, we had 400 parents there ready to pick up their kids. So
I remember
everyone pulled together, sir.
That's just amazing. All right, so we get then to the summertime. And real innovative work being done in Indiana Area School District. First of all, we've got the camp system that is set up. That came together so quickly. It really amazed me how quickly you were able to put that together. And maybe just as amazing, how many people were right on board with it right from the start. We want to do this. We want our kids involved in this.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Todd, it blew me by surprise. Like when we first started this conversation, we had a goal of 200 kids being involved. We're now over 450 students. So I can't thank this community enough for saying, look, summer learning can't happen in the summer. Learning can happen anytime, anywhere. And yes, I want my child to be a part of it. To think that over 450 students would attend summer school, or summer camp is simply remarkable. We're blessed to be in a great community. We're blessed to have great parents, great staff. And we're led by the board, and we appreciate everyone pulling together and really making this happen. But yeah, we have over 450 kids just loving it and coming to camp every day, learning, having fun, being with their peers, and that's what it's all about. We're really fortunate. It came together quick, but everyone met the moment, and we're glad to do this for our kids.
One of the things about it to me that impressed me was that the school board was so amenable to what you suggested as an administration. This is what we have the opportunity to do. We need the money to do with it. They found it really quick.
Yeah, I can't say enough. I cannot express enough gratitude for the school board to have the vision and the leadership and the ability to put the needs of our kids first, right? That money should go exactly where it's going, towards our students' needs. And I'm proud of the board, and I think this is reflective of that, their leadership style and their vision to helping all kids succeed and give them exactly what they need. They were completely understandable, flexible, compassionate, and responsive to the needs of our community. And it shows, right? I mean, Todd, 450 kids are coming to summer school to be around their friends, to learn, to swim, to have activities. It's a remarkable story, and I can't thank the board of directors enough for putting the needs of the kids first.
Yeah. All right. That being the case, how does this all work? How do we coordinate all of this and get the kids there, get them fed, get them the activities that they need, and actually learn something in the process?
I got to tell you, Todd, it's all hands on deck. So what I'm really blessed to have is a great team. We divide it into a couple different silos: transportation, activities, academics, and operations. And we really combined all those things together and had certain people in charge of each pinpoint and each topic point to make sure it worked flawlessly and smoothly. We had a couple bumps on the first day as far as dismissal went a little longer than I'd like it to, but it was the first day. And now we cut that back down to normal, and we're moving forward. I think, it's really, Todd, and I don't want to sound silly when I say this or redundant, but I'm going to be. It's all putting about the right people, not on the bus, but in the right seat on the bus. And that's exactly what we did. We made sure we identified the right people to lead their division to get it done because our kids were counting on us. And we went out there and we met the moment, sir.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to me now. The sessions are set up not only now, but then later in the summer as well.
We did. Well, we have two sessions. We have a 3-week session from now until the end of the month. And then we start one late July going into August. And we have about, of the 450 kids who are signed up for both sessions, I would say maybe 60, 75% of them are going to both sessions. So that's another great reflection of the power of this camp and it can have on really closing that gap that occurred with the COVID slide. And look, Todd, what you're going to find if you look at the research, some people say summer school, summer programming works. Some people say it doesn't. What I think works is surrounding our kids with incredible teachers who care about them, love them. You can learn at any time, anywhere. And we have a great group of staff who are really going to go out there and provide with kids what they need.
Great job by the YMCA to get involved in this, too.
No doubt. The one thing I'm blessed to say about Indiana, it's a great community approach. Whenever we called on our community partners, they were there at the willing of a moment, in a minute's notice, to be there to help us and get this done. And we learned together, right? We never did this before. And we're continuing to work together. We meet every day and have feedback and discuss what can we improve, what can we get better on. And that, I think, is a reflection of the type of flexibility that you spoke of earlier that we needed because our kids are counting on us, and we want to do everything we can for them.
Now, we'll talk later this month because we're going to have you back a couple of more times to talk about other issues involving the Indiana Area School District. But you just had graduation last week. You got all of that taken care of, and it amazes me that Indiana County school districts are able to do just that and complete a school year. There is traditional summer school for students who need to recover some credits and maybe put on some extra learning this summer as well. That still goes on, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We have credit advancement for those kids who want to take it, and we have a lot of families taking advantage of that and taking part of it. It's a nice opportunity. It's a nice offering for our kids to be able to expedite and expedite their offerings and their course selections to be able to get them to take higher level courses, and that's what we want to do. We want to provide kids with hope and opportunity, and this summer program that we're doing, led by the board, allows us to do that. And I think another thing worth noticing, Todd, take a moment to realize for summer school at the secondary level, not credit advancement, but for summer school and for the summer program, there's no cost at all for any of our students.
Yeah.
That's remarkable. That's a remarkable investment in our students.
Yeah, it absolutely is. We hear all the time about students who fell behind because of the pandemic and having to remote learn that just weren't used to it. We hear as well that traditionally there's going to be a certain percentage of students going to struggle in the school year and going to need that summer school session to catch up. Have you been able to break down and analyze what's happened in the course of this past year to find out, have our kids really fallen behind? Are they right up to speed? Where do we need to make adjustments, and how do we catch up on and get these kids right back to where they need to be to start a new school year?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we use data. Data is a big part of what we do. So we're able to monitor data and see what kids are struggling behind. But the hard part, Todd, is they could struggle behind for a lot of reasons, and it could not necessarily because of the pandemic or remote learning. Maybe a divorce or death in the family. Maybe something traumatic in their own life. So what we do, we take a comprehensive approach to educating the whole child. We believe that teamwork matters just as much as trigonometry, and character and chemistry are both equally important. So yeah, we're able to monitor, see where kids are at, and we're able to provide interventions timely, not only during summer, but throughout the year. And that's, I think, a hallmark of a great educational system. With that said, we're always going to continue to be flexible, meet kids where they're at. Our saying at Indiana Area School District is not yet, right? You may not be there yet, but we're going to get you there, and we're not going to give up on you or give up hope on you. And we're going to keep working towards that. So, yeah, we're able to identify where the holes are, and we're trying to fill in those gaps as fastly and as effectively as we can. And that's not only going to happen during the summer, but during the school year. One thing I'm excited about is we're going to bring back our intervention periods and our WIN time. And WIN just is the acronym for what I need. And that's another period we dedicate to filling that background knowledge, or that knowledge gap, and getting kids where they need to be. So, yeah, we have a systematic approach to it. We're moving forward, and we're excited about it.
We're talking with Indiana Area School District Superintendent Michael Vuckovich about this past year and then moving on forward into the next year. One of the things that I think we really need to highlight as well is how the faculty was able to take a ball that had been fumbled basically by the pandemic and pick it up and run with it. They just did amazing things in this past year.
They did. Everyone did. I mean, think about it, Todd. At the high school level or secondary level in general, they had to teach asynchronously, synchronously, concurrently, and in person. So they were thrusted in all different types of avenues. But I have to be absolutely clear when I say this. 100% of them said, look, we're going to do whatever we got to do to put the best needs of our kids, to meet the moment for our kids. And they absolutely did that. I think the summer's well-deserving, right? I think it's time to recharge, and we'll get ready for the fall, and we're looking forward to the fall. But our staff did an incredible job doing whatever they could to provide the help, love, and support that our kids are deserving of.
Let me ask you, did you find this to be the case? Because it would seem to me that it would be. Younger faculty members, teachers who are in their 20s, early 30s, would be naturally better at adapting to the technology and to electronic teaching. And whereas in a more traditional setting, the veteran teachers would lead the younger teachers forward and help to guide them in what they need to do, that in some cases it might have been reversed.
Yeah. No, I think you bring up a great point. There's a lot of technology support needed from the younger teachers, as well as, so we have at the district, one thing we did strategically, we created a supplemental position called technology integrators. So these are people who have an appetite and a passion and an experience in this area and expertise, and they went out and supported their co-teachers. So everyone worked together. It was a great opportunity, honestly. Todd, if you ask one of the blessings of the pandemic, it was an opportunity for people to collaborate and communicate more than ever, to be able to get through it together. And that's what was needed. And that opportunity was presented through the pandemic, and we took the moment and we ran with it.
Yeah. This uniform you're wearing here today, is this a summer camp uniform you got on?
Yeah, this is in honor of our Ben Franklin outdoor classroom. They are building.
I got to look at it here. Let me see it.
They're building an outdoor classroom at Ben Franklin, and we're quite excited about the work they're doing. And as a gift, they gave me one, so I thought I'd show it off to the public, because they're going through and trying to raise efforts to make sure that the summer camp or the outdoor classroom gets done. So we're quite proud of it.
Yeah, our Facebook listener or viewers are checking that out right now. They're
there we
saying,
go.
Where can I get one of those? Put them up in the school store. You never know.
Absolutely. Anyone can contact Ben Franklin Elementary School, and they'll be glad to take care of you.
But that's the kind of innovation you talk about. When you get to summer school, when you get back into regular school, no matter what it is, you're going to have to be adaptable. You're going to have to look for opportunities to find new ways to educate and keep kids engaged.
Todd, I couldn't agree more. This is another idea of the pandemic. We knew we needed to be outside, open air, fresh air, and a group of teachers got together with Mr. Bandy and said, let's do an outdoor classroom. And that's the type of innovation that we have in our district, and we're proud. And we're trying to build now an outdoor classroom. So if this were to occur in the future, or even if it doesn't, we have another beautiful place to educate kids and outdoor and with nature, and we're quite proud of that.
He is going to be back with us later this month. He is Indiana Area School District Superintendent Michael Vuckovich. I think next Thursday, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, it's always good seeing you, my friend.
Enjoy camp.
You too, sir.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Coming